everybody and welcome on today's video. It's half November now and we're in the bonsai area here. Well, it's the terrace and that's where I keep my bonsai. And yeah, well, fall is of course really here, almost winter. We didn't have any frost yet, so that's really nice. So I thought, well, let's give you a little tour and so that we can see what's going on here. So let's start this tour with a little 360. Here we have the table where I do all my filming, and yeah, it's just well, it's just a table and a white cloth. And then we have here the bonsai tables facing south, and here we have still a lot of well, there's not much on this table because, well, these trees, they are already in big boxes so that I can get them inside when it freezes. It's still not freezing here, so that's cool. On that table we have three dead trees that I'm going to use as tenuki, and yeah, I'll show you the plants that I'm going to use. These are all yew, well, yeah, trees. No, not technically trees anymore, but okay. And this is one of the boxes with the more tropical trees. We have a ficus here. We have jades, another kind of jade. These are cuttings from the pomegranates. And again, jades. And this is my little olive cutting. I never made a video of it. It's yeah, it's a cutting. It comes from Italy, so that's kind of cool. But I mean, it's just a little stick in a pot. Here I have a juniper, and I'm growing the roots quite long here, obviously, in this pot. So this is probably going on a tanuki. I think I'm going to put it on this one. And the reason why these trunks are outside is just because I want them to weather out. And then I'm going to clean them probably this winter and then apply some lime sulfur. But first of all, they need to look old and weathered. Okay. And then here we have ivy, which I'm going to use in my ivy fusion. This is my ficus, edible fig, Ficus carica, if I remember correctly. And here my pomegranate fusion. Still have some leaves, but I'm going to get all the leaves off. Well, they fall off, of course, and then, well, I'm going to tighten the trees in. And here we have the start of the moss that I'm getting off all the trees, and then I plant them in these not used bonsai pots. This is a little cement pot that I made. And then, of course, in the spring I have lots of nice moss. And then my little juniper cascade here, which is looking fine. And under these tables are all my pots. Yeah. And then we are in the area where the big trees are growing. Well, no, they're not big trees. And also a few things that I never made a video of. So here we have the oaks. This is a liquid amber. These are new seedlings from this year, all Japanese maples. And here we have grapes. Yeah. And in that pot we have a holly, where I'm trying to make a kind of graft here, and I'm trying to fuse these two branches so that I get a thicker top. This is tuja cuttings, but I don't think they all are doing great, but it's okay. Planning to do fusion with these two. This is a hawthorn fusion project. And here we have some pomegranate that I'm going to keep outside for the whole winter. Now, if they freeze and they don't make it, that's gonna be sad, but I want to know how cold they can get. And this is wisteria, just a cutting. Here is my big fusion project on the rocks, but I had to change it from the pot because it was not growing well. And here is a complete disaster, I think. These were all seeds from carpinus trees that I wanted to use on this fusion project, but as you see, it has been attacked by birds or mice, I don't know, and I think these little they ate my seeds. Well, it happens. So, and this is Big Boy Tony, field maple with nice yellows and browns in the autumn, so that looks fine. Here I have a little beech, never filmed it, I think. It has a nice root base, it has to grow. I applied some wire to give it some movement, and this is all that is left of my American oak fusion. Yeah, it has great red colors, but well, I don't know. And this is this ivy fusion here, and I need to get it out of the pot and add the other ones, but that's for spring. And here we have cuttings of vine, grapes, a little weeping willow, which is always a disaster. Willows, I don't know, they always die on me. This is also a willow. And here under I have seedlings from laburnum, there's an ash, there are some field maples, this is fuchsia, and there I have also carpinus, but I think that again my pot is being attacked. Well, if it gets the animal through the winter, I guess it's okay. And here we have a pot full of lavender that I might make a forest with, I don't know. In the next pot are the little yew trees that I want to use to make a, the tanukis. And I have some azalea here, cuttings. This is edible laurel, also try to fuse them. And then in the next pot we have a cotoneaster. It's a cutting. This is the big ash fusion project. We have some privet here, and then camellia. These are all cuttings, well, except for the ash tree, of course. This is the pot next. It's the big stone pot. I have a little elm, which is growing in a pot inside the big pot, so that it grows a little faster. And in the back a Japanese maple. And this is the clump style field maple fusion that has been growing over this ring, so it's looking quite nice. I hope that I can zoom in a little. Let's try to focus here. Well, you see that it's all over, so I'm going to wound this now in spring and hope that it makes roots. Guess it should work. Firethorn, seeds, well, berries, and again a little field maple. And all kinds of stuff growing everywhere. These are again cuttings of the edible fig that I need to add in the fusion. It is big leaves, small trees, but okay, it's supposed to become a big project. This field maple here is also in a pot. You can see the pot here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If you want them, you can pick them up. And this is a fusion project with Japanese maples. And then we're going up again. Beautiful Japanese maples. Well, it's autumn. Look at that color. It's really great. Tomatoes. Well, and again, Japanese maples, hornbeams. And I think this is a pot full of seeds with field maples, because I'm going to need a few to continue the fusions. This is the fusion privet. This is the shadow bench. I remade it, shadow bench. And well, yeah, I need to get all these leaves off if I want to put all the trunks against the foam trunk. Boxwood and laurel. And this is my boxwood forest, which was attacked by this boxwood moth. And yeah, so I don't know if this is gonna bounce back. Well, I'll see. This is the field maple fusion, and here my poor, beautiful Chinese juniper who became very sick. Well, see if it recovers. The elm clump. And then, yeah, a little field maple ivy that I'm trying to make a cascade of. Again, a little field maple. It's free if you want it. And then this one is interesting. This the raft, where I added a new little tree, because this one is, well, dead as a dodo. And I also, you see, I tried to integrate a new branch here. Hope that it roots, hope that it fuses. I'm going to build this back. Yeah. Fusion on the rocks with field maples, and this is my birch in all its autumn glory. And here we have the linden fusion, which is a whole lot of linden and not a whole lot of fusion, but okay. And here we have the big Carpinus air layer with the deadwood. I'm going to try to come a little closer. Deadwood is looking quite nice. It's completely hollow. So I think that after this winter it's gonna be okay to set this with lime sulfur, maybe burn a little bit of stuff, and wood hardener. And here we have the oak, which has to be cut back. I think, not sure, somewhere here I think. I'm gonna cut this whole piece back and then start with this as a leader. Yeah, but I'm not sure. This is my rock pot, and I'm going to put all my little field maples who are growing on rocks on that in that pot. So that's for next spring. Then in the back I have a few Chinese elms that I'm growing to make cuttings. And this is the little Oak on the Rocks project. And there we have the elm. And now on the table here in the center we have the second box with stuff that has to come inside when it freezes. But the strange thing is that we had 2 degrees Celsius. And you see, this ficus is still growing here, the shades. So until it freezes, there's absolutely no need, I think, to get these plants inside. They're much happier outside. That's the jade forest, doing really great. It's soaking wet, but when your soil is draining, I don't think it's a problem. Well, you read a lot about these things in books, and don't you, 15 degrees Celsius is a minimum. Well, no, it was 2 degrees this night and the week before, and I don't see a problem. So this is a view on the north facing bench. northwest facing bench, sorry. And you see all the trees are still there. They will stay there because they're hardy trees, and under it are the pots. But it's a mess here. I mean, all the leaves are falling off in autumn. We have big oak trees there in the back, and yeah, they keep their leaves a whole very long time. And yeah, up to January, it's always getting all the leaves out of this place. Well, nothing you can do. Yeah, so that's basically it. Here you have my trusty tripod. And I said that before, I'm filming with my phone, and I just put my phone here in this little brace that I make, and then I fix it with a little elastic that I put over here, so where my thumb is, that's where my phone is. You know, it works. Oh, that's all. Yeah. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour of my quite messy bonsai terrace at the moment. If there is anything you would like to see, please tell it, put it in the comments so that I can film it. Because there's a lot of work and I'm not filming everything. But yeah, if there's something that you like to see worked on, or have questions about how something is progressing, well, please tell me. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.